Have you ever watched Sesame Street by chance? Did you see the guy in the feathers? Did you ever wonder who he is, or did a child ever ask you? Well, wonder no more, because I'm going to fill you in. Today, well, first, a friend of mine is a friend of Bluebird's, and I've been able to meet him a couple times, and today you're going to find out who he is and a little bit about the characters that he plays. Ready for the unveiling? The man inside is Carol Spinney. Carol is an actor, of course. He's also an author and I'm sorry, I've got these out of order. He's also an author and a puppeteer. He's also an artist. He illustrates his own books, he does sketches and paintings, and he currently exhibits those paintings at my friend's art and framing shop in Putnam, Connecticut. Now, he and his wife live close to Putnam, and they really enjoy those small town activities there. His wife, Debbie, who's on this side, and that's my friend on the other, is his soulmate. And she's just really down to earth and friendly, and she and he both have this little mischievous twinkle in their eye, and when they're together you just feel like they're up to no good. Carol is a lot like Big Bird, but as you can see, a lot different. Now, the Carol Spinney article in Wikipedia that I read on October 6th says that he's 79 years old. He'll be 80 the day after Christmas this year. Big Bird is 6, and he'll always be 6. Spinney is 5'10". Big Bird is 8'2". But you know, their personalities are really kind of similar. Spinney has a real zest for life, and he just seems to enjoy kids. And I think they kind of look alike. Big Bird, though, does have a lot of feathers. A 1998 New York Times article, 30 Happy Years as an 8-foot-tall bird, said Big Bird has nearly 3,000 turkey feathers, all dyed yellow. That's a bunch of fluff. But you'll notice Spinney doesn't have any. Little different. So how did this guy get covered in feathers? Well, in his autobiography in 2003, he wrote, that's named The Wisdom of Big Bird. He tells us that in 1969, he was doing a puppet show for the Puppeteers of America in Salt Lake City. And as he was doing it, everything in the world went wrong. But Jim Henson was in the audience, and he saw him and invited him backstage afterwards and offered him a couple positions with Sesame Street that opened up that year, 1969. So he's been in the feathers for over 40 years. Now, imagine that you are the one in the feathers. All right? On October 6th, I read in a Wikipedia article on Big Bird that you can't see anything. You do not see outside. You think there'd be eye holes? He has a little monitor there that he watches. And that monitor, though, doesn't show you the outside as you would see it. It shows you from the camera's viewpoint. And then you have your script up above that. So you're concentrating on both of those. At the same time, you're working the beak and you're working the eyelids with your little finger, and you've got this arm in the wing down here. Your right wing is actually stuffed, and there's a fishing line that goes through a loop under your head and connects to this one. So when you raise this arm up, that wing goes back. This one back, that one goes up. So you've got to do all these things at once, and not only that, you've got these enormous feet, and you're going to trip over them if you walk right. So you've got to keep your toes out like this and go a whole bunch of stuff to do at once, right? Well, you know, Big Bird, I'm sorry, not Big Bird, Carol Spinney also plays Oscar the Grouch. And whereas Big Bird is nice Oscar is nasty. And that voice, oh my. Well, where did it come from? Well, in his 2003 autobiography, Spinney tells us that he loved the sound of a Bronx cabbie. Said, "Wait, too, Mac." That's where the voice of Oscar the Grouch came from. Now, the original Oscar was actually orange with one black eyebrow all the way across. He had no right arm, but he's always been in a trash can. Well, enough talking trash. Let's go see what we've discovered. The man inside the feathers is Carl Spinney. He's been Big Bird for over 40 years. He's an actor, an author, an artist, and a puppeteer. He and his wife Debbie are very human. Big Bird is big, he's 8'2", and has nearly 3,000 feathers. We also found that being Big Bird is not easy. Oscar the Grouch was orange originally with only one arm. And so now, when a child says, "Who's that in those feathers?" you'll know all the answers.